Woo! Hey everyone, it's Emmy Knightley, and today I'm coming to you shortly after I just finished streaming on Twitch. My name's Emmy Knightley on Twitch. Follow me there if you haven't already. Yeah, so I'm just coming off a Twitch stream. It was a celebration stream, so I got a little boo 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 bow. Yeah, but so here's my Q&A video. I'm gonna film it now. It'll probably be fine. So I didn't prepare it all, so let me scroll all the way down to the first questions. First! Okay, well, it's not a question. Appreciate the thought, though. What was your favorite hairstyle and hair color you've had? That's a hard one. Also, it feels weird answering that, because I feel like whatever I say, I should just change my hair to that. I really liked when I had, like, really, like, short to medium blonde hair, like platinum blonde hair. Like, that was really fun. I also liked it when my hair was a little bit longer. It was kind of like this purpley, washed out color. But out of the toes, too, I'd probably say the blonde was my favorite. But I hated the upkeep of, like, bleached blonde hair. What was my favorite video game to record a playthrough of? I would say my favorite video game to record a playthrough of was probably Life is Strange. I literally enjoyed every second of Life is Strange. I really enjoyed all the audience interaction I got from that game, and I just had a lot of fun with it. And basically, that was probably the most painful game I've ever played. For some reason, I'm a masochist, so I love that. It's fine. If you had to be stuck on a desert island for 3 years with only one other game character, it would be Chloe or Warren or someone else. I think I would want to be stuck on a desert island with Naked Snake, because first of all, look at him. Second of all, he's great at survival eating, so we would have a great time eating snakes nonstop. Also, look at my cat! There she is. As far as game fulfillment, do you feel like live stream or Let's Play is better? Okay, so that was kind of hard. So basically, if a game is incredibly story driven, I find a lot more fulfillment out of it by doing a Let's Play, because I can pay attention a lot more to the storyline without having to worry about interaction with the chat or spoilers. So story-heavy games, I would say, are better Let's Plays for me. Otherwise, if they're games that are like a lot more heavier, like gameplay mix, like Fallout and stuff, I'm fine playing those on stream. And I think those were a lot of fun to play on stream. When I played Fallout 3, actually, I went like relatively unspoiled for most of it. And so, like, on stream, you gotta see a lot of my really intense reactions to that, like the first time I ever cried on stream. So yeah, if you could choose one person of character to be friends with, who would it be? Oh god, how do I answer this without sounding like a fucking horrible person? I think I'd have to say, my boy Adachi. Do you see all my Adachi prints up there? Oh god. But yeah, I love Adachi a lot. I'm sorry. I apologize to the world. Adachi's my favorite. I'd want to be his friend just because I love him. It would be alright. Things would turn out alright, I think. Can you tip me the longest yeah boy ever? No. New sub here. What series do you recommend me to watch first? Oh, dang, that's hard. Okay, so if you like scary games, I think my Outlast Whistleblower is actually a pretty good series. Like, I put more work than usual into editing that, and I really, really love that game, and I think it shows. I think the best thing that makes a video playthrough is how much I love the game. And then if you haven't watched the original Outlast, watch that first, and then Outlast Whistleblower. If you like story-based games and you like emotions, Life is Strange. I would definitely recommend Life is Strange. I'm fond of my Skyrim Punch Cat playthrough. I like that series. Those are my recommendations. So, if you like horror games, Outlast and Outlast Whistleblower. Whistleblower is a lot better than the original Outlast just because I've had a lot more experience since then and I got like better equipment and stuff. Storyline, Life is Strange. If you like me doing stupid gameplay shit, Skyrim. What are Detenu, Replevin, and Trover? Do you have the blue book yet? I'm sorry, I've only taken the LSAT and I haven't actually gone to law school yet, so I don't know anything about law yet. Ask me in 3 years, baby. Maybe hopefully I'll know. Favorite Overwatch character? I haven't played Overwatch. So, I'd say my favorite Overwatch character is, I think Diva is super cute, and also I like Daddy76. Because I'm a dirty fucking sinner. Who would you rather, McCree or Ocelot? McCree ain't shit compared to Ocelot. McCree is like... Ocelot is like Metal Gear Solid 3. McCree is like Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, okay? There's like no comparing the two. Like, sure, they might have some things in common, but one of them is fucking Metal Gear Solid 3. One of them is Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. So, why exactly do you want to go to law school anyway? So I mentioned this in the summary of the video. If you didn't read it, you don't know. But basically, I got news that I got accepted to my dream law school a couple days ago, and I'm super fucking pumped. I'm actually like literally, okay, so they called me, and I was like, what's this random voicemail from a number I don't know? And I started listening to it, and I just burst into tears. Like, I was so happy. But why I want to go to law school is, basically, here's my phone. Here's my nudes. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's not my nudes. Not my nudes at all. But yeah, so I really like law. It's a lot like, so it's kind of like math, and I really like math, but it's like math like with ideas, where like logic is the whole idea of like, if this is this, and this is this, and this is this, and this can't be this. It's kind of like that. It's like a lot of like research driven stuff, and just being able to apply the rules in different ways, and I just think it's really interesting. And like, I've always had a huge soft spot for like lawyers and fiction and stuff. Like, Atticus Finch, I think, is one of the most beautiful men heroes ever. I also, like, it sounds dumb, but I really like an ace attorney. I don't necessarily want to be a defense attorney. Those are both the defense attorneys. Also, fuck, what is it called? There's a movie called Indictment. It's like a TV movie. That movie's amazing. I love that movie a lot, too. But basically, I've just always been really interested in, like, the processes of law. And it's just something I want to do for like a long time. It's kind of hard to explain. I just really like logic games and stuff, and I think I could be good at it, and I just really want to try for that because I think I could do well at it. That was a stupid answer. I'm sorry. Why are you so goddamn adorable? It's because my face is like perfectly circular. So, like, it reminds you of an infant child. I'm Moon! What is your favorite Pokemon Gen? Do you think Cinnamon will change that? That one's kind of hard, because I don't really have specifically a favorite Pokemon Gen. I would have to say maybe 2nd Gen. Not because necessarily I like all the Pokemon Gen 2 better than Gen 1, but because I feel like Gen 1 plus Gen 2 together makes, like... Fuck. I think it's because Heart Gold, Soul Silver are like my favorite Pokemon games, so maybe that's why. I'm not a person who like basically like decides something and stands by it forever. Like, I'm pretty wishy-washy, so like it's really hard for me to say like, this is my favorite Pokemon Gen, hands down. Do I think Sun and Moon will change to that? I don't think I'm suddenly gonna be like, hey, Sun and Moon's the fucking best, just because I'm not that type of person. And for what I've seen of the Pokemon, I mean, I like them. Like, I do like the designs, but I don't think it's like, oh god, this is the best gen ever. Because I don't really think that's the best gen ever. I'm dumb. Don't worry about it. What's your favorite Studio Ghibli film? That one's kind of hard. I'd probably say... I think I'd say either House of a Castle, Princess Mononoke. House of a Castle because I think it's a beautiful film. I really, really like it. I really like House of a Castle. Like, I remember the first time I saw it, like that first bit where Hal like walks, when Hal walks up through the air, that was just like, it filled like my heart with such a sense of wonder that like I don't really get a lot. Like, I think things look cool, but I don't really feel affected by it a lot. But really, House of a Castle, it made me feel like there was like this beautiful, like magical world out there. Basically, House of a Castle is a very feel-good film. Princess Mononoke is when I want to feel bad about the environment. Where do I get all that merchandise? I don't know what you're talking about. Who has no Oikawa Shrine? Not me. But on a more serious note, a lot of my merchandise I get from Ami Ami. It's a Japanese site that has a bunch of Japanese releases, but it has an American, like, it's it's like in English. So you can do a lot of pre-order stuff there. There's also Mandarake, which is a good site for getting pre-owned stuff. It's not even necessarily used all the time, it's just some people had it and sold it, so that's like secondhand stuff. Besides that, Yahoo Auctions Japan is a good place to get like lots of stuff. But people will sell just like a bunch of Oikawa stuff for like a single flat rate. Or I guess other stuff if you're not interested in Oikawa. But yeah, so Ami Ami, Mandarake, Yahoo Japan. Also, like my figure collection is pretty good for people selling stuff. I got a lot of stuff there. But yeah, that's where I get my merchandise. What's my favorite stuffed animal? That one's pretty hard. I really like stuffed animals. I know it's stupid because I'm like an adult and stuff, but I see stuffed animals and I think they're so cute and they just like fill my heart with happiness. So like whatever, if something makes you happy and that's not hurting anyone, who cares? I love Mr. Seal. I think he's like so soft and squishy and I love him. I keep him like when I sleep he's like up here. So actually a lot of the times, this is probably stupid, but I'll listen to like ASMR and I'll like kind of like pet him because like it's like a really like soothing, I don't know, like sensation to me, and I fall asleep like that a lot. So I love Mr. Seal. He watches my streams and he hangs out with me. Will you marry me? I will only marry Oikawa. I'm waiting for you, anime man, come to life. Would you ever consider reviewing and analyzing video games? It's something that I've kind of wanted to get into. Back when actually Firewatch released, I recorded a bunch of footage for a review and kind of started writing a review. But I think I had a con or something. I had something that came up and basically I just felt like I lost the timing of it. I do have a review video in the works now. I don't know if I'll actually get around to actually finishing it, but I got all the footage for it and I scripted it. But it's something that I want to do just because I have such good opinions about video games. I don't. That's a joke there. But there's some games that are just hard for me to like actually do a let's play of, but like I kind of be like, hey, you should play this. It's cool. Favorite game of the year so far? Hey Nala, what's come out this year? She doesn't have an answer for me. What have I played that's come out this year? What is my favorite game of the year? Okay, so I'm having too much trouble trying to remember what I played this year that's actually from this year. I'll probably, once I edit this, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, Emily, how did you forget about that game? That game's so good. But I'd say game that released this year, I texted Austin asking him what my favorite game of the year was, so that maybe he'd remember since I couldn't. And he said my favorite game of the year was Mystic Messenger. Okay, so, cause I'm stupid, I'm gonna say Firewatch for now. Cause that's the only game I can remember playing from this year, actually. I don't know, have I not played any games from this year? What's wrong with me? I've played Fire Emblem Fates. I am enjoying it thus far, I just haven't beat it, so it's hard for me to say. Least favorite game I've ever played. I feel like I'm literally gonna get murdered for saying this, but the games that immediately come to mind are Super Smash Bros. Brawl. The game that immediately comes to mind is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. My least favorite game I've ever played. Not because I think it's a bad game, it's just I don't like it that much, and in high school my friends at like events and stuff, they'd always want to play it, and when I went over to their houses they'd always want to play it, and I didn't like it, so like I kind of like grew like a, well, like not just high school and college, I grew like a really strong aversion to it, where I really don't like Smash Bros. Brawl. I also hate Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry, it's okay if you like it. I understand if you like it. I just don't. I'm sorry. Most anticipated upcoming games. Metal Gear Solid 6. What do you mean that's not happening? Okay, but for serious though, probably I'm most excited for Mass Effect Andromeda. I love Mass Effect a lot. I'm excited for a new one. Yeah. I feel like my big series are... Oh shit, Persona 5 too. My big series are Persona. Persona 5 is coming out. Mass Effect, Andromeda, Metal Gear Solid, Nothing Ever Again probably, and Dragon Age had to wait a bit. Do a backflip. No. Yes? No. Have you played Last of Us? I played part of I've played part of Last of Us. It's definitely a game that I need to like pick up again and play through all the way, like from the start, because it's been so long. What's my favorite video game movie? My favorite video game movie, that's probably pretty hard, but I really like the Resident Evil movie. At least I haven't watched it a long time, but I remember I liked it a lot when I was younger. It's probably not a very good video game movie, but I remember I did like it a lot. My least favorite video game movie. That one's hard. I haven't really watched a whole lot, so I can't really think of one. I'm sorry. Why don't you stream more often? I stream tonight! Ah! In your face! But actually, I got really busy, and I was really struggling with even keeping on top of my YouTube schedule, my YouTube uploading schedule. I have that a little bit more down now, so hopefully I will be able to stream more. Sorry. Are you getting pumped for Mass Effect Andromeda? Hell yeah, I just came off a Mass Effect 1 stream. I'm trying to catch back up to where I was before I lost my save file so I can continue my Let's Play of it. But I really, really want Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm excited! Favorite Metal Gear Solid theme? Metal Gear Saga I think is the best. That might be a cheat though, because it's all the themes in one. I'd say my favorite is gonna be the Metal Gear Solid 3 theme though. The Metal Gear Solid 3 theme is like the, even though it came like 3 installments in, to that is the epitome of Metal Gear Solid theme. Do you think if you had 51st date sickness, do you think I was meanest person ever? Okay, so explanation behind this. Kazu used to tease me about my hair being messy all the time because one time it was messy in a video. And this is on the Discord. And you should join the Discord if you're interested and you haven't already. But basically, I told Kazu once, because he teases me about my hair all the time, I was like, hey, if I had amnesia every day and I had to read to find out what happened, I would think you were mean. So yes. What are your favorite animes this year? I'd say my favorite anime is going to be Yuri on Ice and Erased. Okay, so Yuri on Ice isn't finished yet. It could die before the end, but I really am enjoying it thus far. I think it has a really great portrayal of really healthy relationships and learning to believe in yourself and stuff, and not only relying on the people around you, but also learning to rely on yourself. And I think that's really amazing. And then Erased was literally just Erased is such an amazing series. I finally finished it. I was really late finishing it. I had the last 2 episodes to go. I finished it. 3 days later, I immediately rewatched the whole thing again, and then 3 days after that, I rewatched the whole thing again. I think Erased is literally one of my favorite anime. It's so amazing. You should definitely watch it if you haven't already. And you like anime. Even if you don't, I watched it with my mom and she liked it. Do your best tsundere impression. It's not like I like you or anything, Baka. Takes out a gun and shoots you. Is that a tsundere? I guess that's kind of yandere territory, I'm sorry. So how many diotropes do I have in my glasses? Define : diotropes. I don't know. If you look though, they're pretty strong because you can see that my face ends here in my glasses, but it actually ends over here. So my glasses, I don't know how many diotropes there are, but I have a -4 prescription. What was the saddest video game for me? I'd say top contenders for saddest video games. Life is Strange ruined my life. Mass Effect 3 ruined my life. Persona 3 ruined my life. Those are 3 games that I can distinctly remember fucking sobbing at the end of them and sobbing for an hour afterwards. What kind of music do you like? I'm a big sucker for music that I can relate to things I'm really into. So my pairings that I like currently, if I find a song that reminds me of them, I'll be obsessed with it. Otherwise, I'm a huge fan of Top 40. It's made to make your brain happy, and it makes my brain happy, so I like to listen to Top 40 just because it makes me really happy to listen to. It's just a chemical reaction. So, songs that remind me of pairings of characters I like in the Top 40. I'm awesome. Do you see the same colors I do, or has your green actually always been my end? Don't mess with me right now. I'm not ready for it. I'm a bit new to your channel, but what is your favorite game/franchise? I have answered this before, but I'll answer it again because it's... it's maybe it's changed. It hasn't, though. So my favorite franchises are going to be Metal Gear Solid, Persona, specifically Persona 4 out of the Persona games. Persona 4 is amazing. Well, Persona 4 Golden is the best iteration of it. And I have Metal Gear Solid 3 is my favorite. Then Mass Effect and Dragon Age. And those two it's hard for me to pick a single favorite game. But those are my big 4 series. What were you studying for law school? Before law school, I graduated from undergrad school, and I had a major in sociology, and I had a minor in philosophy and women's studies. Women and gender studies? Yeah. And it's actually funny, I kind of ended up with that one by accident. Before my last semester, the chair, I guess, of that minor major was like, hey, Emily, if you take one more class, you have this minor. So I was like, all right. Sounds good to me. If you had an unlimited budget and unlimited time to make the perfect cosplay for a con, who would it be? I feel like if I had to pick a cosplay that I'd have like that I'd really love to do and I had unlimited time and budget to make it look perfect, I would love to be like Cyborg Raiden. I just think it would be awesome to have like the moving head thing and like all this cyborg stuff going on. Oh, I hit my arm. And it would just be awesome. So like that's what I'm going with right now is Cyborg Raiden. I think that'd be awesome to cosplay. Who is my best friend? Oh gee, I'm on to you. I know who asked this question. My best friend asked this question. It's Brett! Bow, Brett! Yeah! If you had the option to forget every piece of information you knew about Life is Strange so that you could experience it for the first time again, would you? Would you? Actually, I would love that. Like, I love forcefully at gunpoint, making people I like watch, like, TV shows or games that I've enjoyed a lot. Just because I know I'll never get that, like, first time playing it feeling again. So I just love to watch other people play or watch things that I love for the first time. Because it's like, I get some of that back. So I feel like I would love to play it again, like, while forgetting it. So I could have that feeling again. Did you ever think about what would happen if after you start your law career, a client found your channel? What if they recognize you off the bat and we want you as a lawyer because they love the channel? I mean, that's kind of like a thing that I think about, but it's like, well, I don't think it actually like affect anything because it's like, oh, that girl loves Metal Gear Solid. She gonna be my lawyer. She's gonna sell me out to the Patriots. I don't think it's gonna happen. So it would be hilarious though if I had a client that was like, fuck, are you Abby Knightley? I'd be like, yes. Top 5 BL relationships. God, fucking ending off with a fucking bang. Okay. Best OGP of all time, Evil Oi. Thank you. I'd like to thank not only God but Jesus for Evil Oi. Second, Big Boss and Revolver Ocelot. They're like an OTP that I forget about, but you know it always goes back to them. Another one. Oh, Victor and Yuri from Yuri on Ice. If you watch Yuri on Ice, it literally melts my heart. Melts my heart. Adachi and Dojima from Persona 4. Okay, so a lot of people probably think they're like, that's stupid. Persona 4 shipping is stupid. But you don't understand Adachi and Dojima's relationship. IMO is so important to the overall narrative of Persona 4. Like, not even necessarily like, oh, they fucking, but like, as just like their friendship and how much they care about each other, I think is a really important but often overlooked facet of Persona 4's storyline that I think makes it a million times better once you like catch on. It's amazing. It's hard because I have a lot of ships. There's one that I was planning on saying, but I don't want anyone to Google it, so I'm not gonna say that one. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Kaworu and Shinji from Evangelion. Thank you for this beautiful relationship. Kawoshin is canon. Okay. No, I like Evangelion a lot, and Kaworu and Shinji mean a lot to me. I'm dumb. I hope that's what this question was about. If they meant something else at BL, I'm sure they're very confused right now. But yeah, let's see. Did I get any more questions while I was answering these? Nope. Okay, yeah, so that wraps it up. Yeah, so actually, I am gonna have like a Black Friday, Thanksgiving sale on my Etsy. I figured now is the goodest time to announce it as any. The code's gonna be Pricefield. You get like 15% off. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but I thought I would do it just cause, I don't know, I sound like a good idea to me. But yeah, so just put Pricefield in the code area to get 15% off your purchase. Yay! So that wraps up my Q&A session. I hope it was okay. Maybe it was stupid. Maybe I'm just like, woo! And everyone's gonna be like, what was she talking about the whole time? And I'm gonna edit it, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck was I talking about the whole time? But yeah, hopefully it makes sense. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you again for the 2,000 followers. It means so much to me. Oh my goodness! Thank you. Have a great night, everyone.